Hey, welcome back to Den, guys. Guess what I have here? What? You looked? You read the thumbnail? You took my surprise away, guys. So yes, we have the power of the puck. Stick with me after the intro. We'll see if it's right for you. Hey, welcome back. Glad you stick around. Okay, so what we have here is from a company called Survival Puck. There are 6 different little tins, and let's go over what they are first. First of all, these are not the end-all to be-all kits. These are not meant to keep you alive indefinitely. These are not meant to, be the only thing you have. Excuse me. These are meant as emergency provisions, basically. These are great to throw in a glove box, throw in your trunk, put it in the kid's bag, the kid's bug out bag. Wow, that one's kind of overflowing. Excuse me. Anyway, these are perfect for what they are, at least so far. I mean, I've kind of glanced inside each one of these, and that's why this one isn't going back down the way it's supposed to, but there's 6 pucks here. And the 6 of them together weigh virtually nothing. I mean, it's very lightweight. Not even a pound. Okay? Now, some of you are going to think, well, if it doesn't even weigh a pound for 6 of them, come on, man, it can't be that much, can it? Well, from what I've seen at the website, and I'm going to scroll some website stuff here so you don't see me rubbing my nose and scratching my head and all that funny stuff. Anyway, back to the product. From what I can see on the website and from what I've glanced at so far, these look to be a really decent unit, each one of them. They're reasonably priced. Actually, don't tell him I said this, but I think he could probably charge more. But don't tell him I said that, because we don't want to go there. But these were shipped to us to review. The only thing he asked is that we give an honest review. Suggestions, improvements. Now, I do know from talking to him that he has one improvement already in mind. And we'll go through each one of these and we'll see how I think. So, where should we start first? What's one of the most important things in survival? Water. So, let's dig into the water one first. Alright, the water puck contains aluminum foil sheet, a drinking tube, paper filters, water purification tablets, and a water pouch. Now, I kind of really dug into this one already, so I already know what's in it. And there's some little baggies that aren't in place that were, so I cheated. Water. Alright. We have a straw. It normally comes in a baggie and in a rubber band. But when I opened it up, I kind of destroyed the bag, so... But this is silicone. Doesn't have a whole lot of stretch, so you're not going to be making a slingshot out of it. But silicone rather than the old proverbial plastic tubes that sometimes you get in kits. Still maintains its shape. I could stick it in my coffee and drink my coffee with it without worrying about it being cracked or chipped. Or suddenly springing a leak because, hard plastic ones, when you fold them over, have a tendency over time to crack. This isn't going to do that. So that's a good item. Next is a water bag. Also was in a small bag. Or no. No, this wasn't in a bag. This is actually a decent bag. This is one of the good ones. You normally pay $3 or $4 for some of these bags. I'm not sure what he gave for it. Didn't ask. It's not my business. But at least on this one, let me see if I can get my remote to zoom in. Not sure if it'll show up against my shirt here, but yeah, my remote's still acting up a little bit. Okay. get it to focus right there, and over here. There we go, camera. Water fill line, half quart, 1 tablet. Come on. Uh-oh. My camera's stuck. Old technology. I mean, crying out loud, this camera's, you know, a few years old. The remote's a few years old. Probably should pick me up a new remote. Anywho, enough of the technology problems. But this is one of the good bags. The bottom folds out or opens up just like a good bag will. Gives you a nice base. And with the included straw, once you've purified your water and got, you know, everything done, you can put your straw in here and zip this closed again, and now you got a drinking source to where you can actually drink from it without spilling it all over yourself. So that's pretty good so far. Excuse me. These were in a bag, which I took them out so I could see how big they were. So yeah, I cheated again. I mean, come on. What reviewer doesn't peek first? Even when they say they don't, they do. Didn't you ever notice how the bottom of a box always got double layer of tape on it when they open it up? We cheat. Come on. Give us some credit. Anywho, these are the paper coffee style filters. They're decent in size. And if you have to take, say, kind of muddyish, brackish colored water, and I don't recommend drinking brack water, but you could take and put this on the edge like this, hold it, and pour your water in the bag. That way you filter all the large stuff out. Throw one of your water purification tablets right in it. Okay, and I like this. Not only did he decide to leave the package on it and not print a separate piece of paper, okay, he left it enclosed in the factory packaging. That is a bonus in my personal opinion. That shows me that he actually cares. He wants you to feel safe in the fact that when you order this and buy this and go put it in your kit and don't touch it, you don't have to worry about somebody possibly, now I'm not saying anybody does, but there are some pretty wacky people out there nowadays. It's still factory sealed. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about somebody taking half the contents out. It's all there. It's still factory sealed. You still got the instructions. In a worst case scenario, cardboard makes a good fire starter, right? And last but not least, inside this tin is a sheet of aluminum foil. Now, I don't know how big this is because I didn't open it yet. Yeah, you're right. I probably shouldn't. Because if I unfold it, I will never get it refolded the same way. And I have plans. And I'll get to those in a little bit. Last thing are these containers. Now, should you use one of these and you're out and about and you've had to use one for whatever reason, you're back home and you're thinking about restocking your kit, what are you going to do with this tin? Well, don't throw it away. I'm going to try it and I'll let you guys know the results. So I'm going to poke a hole in the top, throw some denim or other cotton cloth in here, close it, put it on one of my little teeny stoves and see if I can't make char cloth in it and see if this container holds up. So that is a test that I plan on doing, and I will, if I get it done before I put the video up, I'll actually include it at the end of the video. So there's an idea. That's the water puck. 2 filters, a straw, a couple rubber bands just in case you need to tie something up. A good water bag, one of the good ones. Aluminum foil and portable aqua tablets. Good stuff. Now I do know from talking to him that this is one of the items in the future that will be changing. And these kits are ever evolving. So what you see today might not be what's in the kit in a few weeks. Okay, these are ever evolving. He's trying out new products. He's testing new things to give you a better value. I'm not being paid to say that. That's just what him and I have talked about. And from what I can understand of what he's doing, that's exactly what he's doing. And from what I see here, he's doing his best to give you a value, a good value. So I'm going to put this over here for a minute. And I'm not going to put anything away because I'm going to take some pictures of everything. You know, just crazy little me. So what's next? What's the next thing that you need? Fire. So let's go to the fire puck. Inside contains 2 sheets of aluminum foil, 10 cotton ball tenders, 12 solid fuel tablets, a steel bar grate, strikers, 2, and 10 waterproof tenders. All inside this little teeny tin. Can't be, can it? Okay, it's not loosely packed. So here's our little piece of steel. We can use that to put on here. Excuse me. Ugh, it's that seasonal allergy stuff. Okay, you need to make water, and all you've got is this kit. Well, you're not going to put aluminum foil on this little itty piece. So you put your tin on top, you put a tinder underneath it, turn this into a cup. Now you're boiling water. Well, let's get into what we got. Like I said, we've got this. We've got 10 of these little waterproof fuel tenders. They go by half a dozen different names by over a dozen different people. Okay, so let's not even go that. But they work. Everybody knows these things work. Cut them in half, fluff them up, and now you've got 20 fire starters right there. We've got 10 cotton ball tabs. And these aren't impregnated with these, just straight cotton ball. Cut these in half, cut them up. There's 20 more. And you've got 12 of these little Esbit tabs. And you can break each one of these in half, they give you 24. So right now, we've actually got over a month's worth of fire making ability. We got 2 strikers, and they work. Blinded. And we've got 2 pieces of aluminum foil that you can make a cup out of, a little tray out of, whatever you need. This is a solid kit. Now, I see no problems with this. You got 2 ways to strike fire. Now, I will admit, if you don't have a pocket knife, lighting these with a striker, it's going to be really hard because you really need to turn these into a powder to use one of these. But it can be done. It's just a pain in the butt. Don't let that dissuade you. This is still a solid kit. So let's put all of this over here. First aid? No? Which one? Oh, lighting kit. Okay. Well, yeah, we need to be able to see, don't we? Oh, what do we got in here? Contains aluminum foil sheet. Could be used as a reflector. 4 candles. Some more cotton ball tenders. Another striker. And 3 LED flashlights. Another item that's packed very well. I mean, so far, I'll tell you right now, he does a better job at packing than I can because I can already see 2 of these are I'm going to have a real hard time repacking them. I opened them up and closed them right back up. But I don't even want to mess with that right now. But 10 more cotton balls. Another sheet of aluminum foil. It looks a little bit bigger than the last couple. So you could probably make a little bit bigger reflector or something to boil water in. Got 4 candles. 3 LED lights. They all work. Should we play musical light? No? Yeah, you're right. It's annoying. 3 of them. And another striker. So, this is a good kit. But I see room for a little bit of improvement. And it's just me. I would take out one of these and maybe a pair of candles. And what I would add is a solar powered flashlight. You've seen them in my kits. I've got one that usually hangs on the outside of my bags. Little teeny keychain, solar powered 3 LED flashlight. They run $1.50, $2, you know, for the most part. And what I would do is I would put one of those in here. Give you a solar powered option as well. Because if you're out and, you know, let's say worst case scenario, you have an accident in the middle of nowhere and you can't see nothing. And you go to hit this and, uh-oh, quit working. Not saying it would, I mean it still works. Having a solar powered flashlight with a lithium battery in it, holding that charge virtually indefinitely, could be the difference between being able to see your circumstances or tripping over the fender of your car and gashing your leg wide open. Always plan for worst case scenario and go from there, okay? That's the easiest way to plan. It doesn't always have to be that way, but plan for worst case scenarios, and that way you're ready for virtually everything. So this is a solid little kit. I don't see a problem with this one yet. And again, we got another tin that if making char cloth works, oops, I'm gonna knock over my whole studio. But if making char cloth works in them, after you use one of these tins, you've got something to put char cloth in and make it in. Essentials or first aid? Okay, essentials. This is one of the ones that doesn't fit very well once you open it, because I opened it. And, what's it got? Okay. In the essentials puck, and as you can see, it doesn't even stay closed now that I've opened it, so it's full. It contains aluminum foil, aluminum wire, compass, duct tape, folding knife, LED flashlight, 4 nylon zip ties, some paper, a pencil, paracord, safety pin, signal whistle, striker, waterproof tinder, 5 of them. That's a lot sitting inside this little itty bitty teeny kit, right? Got a little bit of a rattle, but I know what that is. Do you? Okay. Paracord, olive drab. It looks pretty drab, but it is 7-strand paracord. Now, I'll have to look up on the website, and of course, I'm sure it's in there. It's not on the tins. Maybe that may be something he may want to try and add into the writing, is the lengths, you know, like a paracord here. How long is it actually? I'm going to guess without looking, there's probably 6 foot. And 6 times 7 is what? Exactly. So, you know, you've got 7 strands at 6 foot-ish. I'm guessing I'm not going to open it up because I have plans. Just relax. 5 more of the fire tinders. Small pencil and paper. And if you have nothing else, this could, you know, writing down notes to help you remember, you know, let me dig for it. Where is it? Right here. A compass. Does it find north? Yep, that way. And you don't have to worry about this freezing, by the way, because it's not water filled, it's not oil filled. It's a good old fashioned, back in the 70s, you had a post, a magnet on the dial, and it found north. That's what this is. Okay, so it works. But when you're trying to, you know, figure out which direction you're going, what landmarks you've passed, being able to write down those notes to remember those things, to make sure you're not walking around in circles in the dark, or even in daylight, trying to walk through a forest. It's real easy to get turned around if you're not taking notes, paying attention. If you don't know how to navigate, I highly recommend you take and find videos out here, and there's hundreds of them, on how to navigate using a compass. Please do yourself a favor and go check them out. Small pocket knife. Serrations are sharp. Ooh, those are sharp. But the point of the blade's even sharp. Worst case scenario, you could actually pull out, dig yourself out a thorn or a splinter if you need to. The other part of the blade's not so sharp, but you know, it's a teeny, teeny, teeny knife. It would take nothing to sharpen it. I bet you I could take and go get a stone and sharpen this up razor sharp in less than 5 minutes. I'm just saying. So I mean, it will cut. It's just not David sharp, because I like sharp stuff. Safety pin, not clothespin. Safety pin. Lots of uses. Another LED light. Yay. Gotta love light. Quacker tape. I'm gonna guess probably maybe 6 foot of this as well. About 2 inches long, 3/8 of an inch thick, and it's 1 inch wide. You know, so there's a lot of duct tape there. whistle. You're right, I better not. Not only would I wake my son up, it would wake up the neighbors. Not that I'm worried about them, they keep me up every night. But anyway, this is the old style that's got the little ball inside, so when you whistle, you get the chirping effect. It's not just a shrill pitch, it's got the chirp to it. I remember these when I was a wee little lad. And I used to irritate my parents with them. Anyway, so we all know they're loud. And this, it's a good color. If you drop it, you're going to find it. Another striker. Yay. Zip ties, 4 of them. They're bright enough. Did we have to go with orange? Just kidding. Some more aluminum foil. Ah, the wire. Pretty thick. If I can remember my gauge right, I'm going to say that's 12 gauge wire. I could be wrong, because I'm trying to remember. And I'm an old man. My memory's fleeting. Some days it's there, some days I wonder where it went. But if you had to take and use this to tie something off, you could actually use this knife, put the two pieces together, and twist it down to make a solid, hose clamp in emergency. Now, if you twist too far, it is going to break because it is a soft wire. But that's the Essentials kit. And all in all, it is a solid kit as well. I mean, me personally, I like razor sharp knives. If I'm going to cut something, I want to know I'm cutting it, not sawing at it. I honestly, personally, do not care for blades with the serration in it. If I want a serrated blade, I'm going to get a knife with a completely serrated blade. This mixed stuff I don't care for. That's just me personally. Okay? I want a sharp knife. Most of my knives, with the exception of one that I carry, is full fine blade. No serrations. But again, that's just me. I digress. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. We're doing this one next. First aid. I can barely squeeze it. So this one's full. Contains, let's see, 3 Band-Aids, 2 gauze pads, a 2x2 gauze pad, a 1x3 Band-Aid, 5/8 by 1.5 Band-Aid. Excuse me. Let me get a drink. That's what happens when your neighbors keep you up all hours in the night. Anyway, a blade, butterfly closures, cotton swabs, first aid tape, moleskin, ointments, prep wipes, safety pins, splinter removal tool, surgical blade, tweezers, vinyl gloves. Holy cow! All of that in here? Come on, something's got to be missing, right? Okay, I'm not going to turn this over. I mean, I'm going to put it out, but as you can see, it's full. And there's still stuff even packed in there still. There we go. Oh. Okay. I'll put this one over here. We have a surgical blade. Don't bend it. You'll cut yourself. I'm just going to kind of stick that back in there to protect myself. I like sharp, but I don't want to be cut by sharp. You know what I mean? Got your 2x2 gauzes. Instead of one of those cheap old blades with a little piece of tin across the top that if you're trying to cut something and it snaps, you're going to slice your fingers. This is one of the thick ones. It's one of the utility blades. What you could do with this is take and work a little notch into a stick, then wedge this up into the stick, and then you can actually use this to take and clean. So that's actually one of the good blades. It's not one of them cheap 2-cent dollar store knockoff blades. Vinyl gloves. Me personally, I like the, what are they called? They're the blue ones. I don't like latex. It's the, I can't think of the name of it. But you know what I'm talking about. I would replace those with these. Or these with those. You know what I mean. Give me a break. I'm an old man. Anyway. Yeah, so far, that's the only thing I would change is these. These have, the vinyl just like with the drinking straw. You know, if they're not silicone, if they're left like this for a long period of time, climate changes, they can have a tendency to crack. Where the neoprene and other non-latex items don't have that tendency to do it. I mean, it can still happen, but not as often as these. These are still good gloves, don't get me wrong, okay? They're still a good glove. I'm gonna keep them wrapped up because I have something in mind. Okay, we have our Band-Aids. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 of this one. These are the 1x3s. We have our splinter out. Now, this is something that some people may have never seen. These are old-fashioned in my opinion. You don't see these anymore in medical kits of any kind, first aid kits. And when I was back a kid and the Boy Scouts, the first aid kits had these. They're a little tiny and all they're for is removing splinters. They're a one-time use. They're sterile right now. Once you open it, it's no longer sterile, you throw it away. That's a nice addition. I like that. Because then I don't have to worry about taking a safety pin and the tweezers to try and dig it out. It can be done though. But in here you have 2 safety pins, you have a nice pair of metal, keyword metal, tweezers, and a couple Q-tips. Oh, okay, cotton swabs. Q-tips, cotton swabs, same thing. You know, losing my brain, that's all. So medical tape, always good to have a small roll of it. That is a small roll, but there's a lot there. I'm going to say probably 10 feet, roughly. More than enough to take care of a small emergency. We have some wound pads, wound prep pads. Got 4 of them. We have some hydrocortisone cream. We have our latex-free butterfly strip. We have two of those. We have some first aid bird green. We have some triple antibiotic ointment. We have some mild pain relief. And we have 2 small bandages and moleskin. That's a lot. I don't know if I'm going to get that back in there very easily. Props to the guy's packing skills because that's going to take some work. If I'm even going to come close to getting it all back in there in one shot. So we still got 1 more to go. Try and get all of this off to the side here so I still got room on my table. Get out of here. Another one that's full, the medicine tin. What do we got in here? Contains antacid, antihistamine, anti-itch cream, aspirin, electrolyte replenishment. That's a nice addition. Extra strength pain reliever, first aid and burn cream, ibuprofen, menstrual relief. Those is a nice add too. A small pill vial and triple antibiotic ointment. Full. Empty. Okay. Yeah. Good solid seal to it. And it's nice and tiny. Perfect for pocket. We have our triple antibiotic ointment, first aid cream, hydrocortisone cream, we have 3 of the antacid, and if you're having a stressful situation that you're in and you're having to break open one of these little pucks, these pretty good job of helping your tummy. Sorry. Okay, we've got some aspirin pain relief. So we've got 3 of those. So we got 4 of these other pain relievers. We have some electrolyte replacement. Looks like we got 2, 3 of those. Yep. That's, you know, you don't see these in many kits. At least I haven't. Of course, I haven't looked at a whole lot of kits either, so I mean, I've only looked at like 10 or 15, 20 of them. But you don't see many of them with electrolyte replacement in them. And if you're sweating your butt off, trying to dig your car out because you went off the road, don't have any water, these tablets can make a big difference. And if you're stuck in a ditch and you're trying to dig your car out, you should be using this and trying to melt some snow slowly so you got something to sip on. Cetaprin pain reliever. Antihistamines, a couple of those, got 4 of those. Got 3 of the Cetaprin. And Femprin. These must be the menstrual ones. And I'll tell you something, if you suffer from migraines like I do, you probably already know that Midol is one of the best things you can take for a migraine. It kills migraines fast. Yeah, I usually have to take 2 Midol and 1 Excedrin PM or Excedrin migraine to get rid of my, take the pain down far enough to where I can function. But, when you get migraines, something like this helps. So that's a lot of stuff inside this tin. So, thoughts. 32 minutes in, or roughly. There's a lot of stuff in each one of these tins by themselves. You get all 6, you've got quite a bit. Now, like I said before, these are not the end-all, the be-all items. You're not meant to survive on these. These are meant to get you through an ordeal. And I see every one of these as being able to do just that, get you through. So, I mean, my thought is reasonably priced as these are. Like I said, don't tell him, but I think he could raise his price. For the value you're getting. I mean, you're getting a good value for your money. But let's also remember he needs to make enough of a profit to keep going as well. So, yeah, it's a value that it's hard to beat. You go look at Walmart and you see these little safety tins in a sardine can that are packed with absolute potty mouth junk. I can't say the word because it would be potty mouth, and it's family channel. But they're full of junk. This is not junk. All right, yeah, it's budget priced, but it's not junk. I mean, these LED lights work. Okay, you open up one of those kits over there, and you wonder if it's all going to work when you need it to. How many kits come with a wire that's strong enough to make, you could actually turn this into a tourniquet if you had to, an absolute emergency. I don't recommend it. But it could be done. You can use that to skewer a frog and make it spit and cook the frog or a squirrel, whatever. There's options, is all I'm saying. But I mean, each one of these kits is value priced. All are under 15 if I remember correctly, and again, I'll scroll the web page across my face here so we can get some looks at it. But yeah, every one of these is a value. Now, like I said, for the lighting kit, I would put a solar powered light in here. I'd probably take out 2 candles and a flashlight and put a solar powered flashlight in there. That's just me. And maybe change out the gloves in the first aid kit. But that's just me. I like certain things. I think certain things are very usable. And the solar powered light would be extremely usable. I know he's already planning on changing the water tablets. So, I mean, he's already upgrading stuff even before we come onto the video. So, I mean, these things are ever evolving. Buy all 6. Buy 2 at a time if you have to. And space them out between your bags. You got a bag? Your wife's got a bag? Kids got bags? So, take and put the light in, say, the water one in one kid's bag. You put the essentials and the medicine one in the wife's bag. And you put the fire one in, what was the other one? First aid or whatever, Divvy them up. They're lightweight. They're negligible. You're not going to notice if you add 2 or all 6 to a bag. Unless, of course, your bag's already really heavy. And I got a video coming out, my version 3.0 of my bag, which I shaved 12 pounds off my 57-pound bag. Sounds like a lot, and it is a lot. Everything actually fits on this table. With room to spare, no less. But I digress. For the money, you can't beat it. You're getting great value for the product. So what was I alluding to earlier? Okay. I'm going to do my darndest to put all of these back in each individual tin, and it's going to take me a few minutes with my hands. But I'm giving you a chance to pick 3 of these to go in a giveaway I'm doing in a few weeks. Because of this, I'm actually going to push the giveaway back a week, as well as my regularly scheduled product review. This is coming first. So I have a giveaway coming up, and I'm going to include 3 of these in that giveaway, and I'm going to let you guys pick which 3. So do you want the fire kit, water kit, light kit? Do you want essentials and the 2 medicine kits, first aid and medicine kit? Whatever you guys think, I'm going to take and look and see what everybody writes. And if y'all don't write nothing, I'm picking. And I'm going to be sneaky picky, because I ain't going to tell y'all what it is. I'm just going to tell you in the video that I'm giving 3 of them away. And I'm not going to tell you which 3. So if y'all want to add your information, post it below and let me know. So there you have it. Great emergency kits. Put them in backup bags, put them in a glove box, put all 6 in your trunk, whatever. That's what they're for. They're not meant to survive forever on. You're not going to live naked and afraid out in the middle of nowhere with these. Because there's no survival blanket. You're not going to keep warm that way. And there's really no room in these tins to put a survival blanket unless you want one of the stupid cheap ones that cost somebody 2 cents. They're going to rip the minute you sneeze on them. They're not worth it. Go out and learn how to build a lean-to if you're going to be stuck out in the woods and you want to use one of these. Learn how to find the sticks to make a lean-to. Build your fire. Sit inside the lean-to. Get warm. So, okay. You've got the information. Pick 3 down below. If you have any suggestions, if there's something on here you didn't think you liked and you think you have a better idea, go ahead and let me know down below and I'll pass the information along. I'm sure he's going to watch the video as well. So there you have it, guys. Almost 40 minutes worth of talking. Aren't you guys bored with me yet? I thought so. All right. See you guys next time. Take care. Be safe. Peace. Hey, this is Dave. Thanks for watching the Den. If you like what you see, hit the little subscribe button that's going to be up here or down there. If you want to know when we release a new video, hit that little bell icon, click receive notifications, and that way you know when we release a new video. Again, thanks for watching the Den. I'm Dave.
I'm Charlie.
Remember, keep them loaded.
Keep it safe.
Peace.